って出発。あんたに決めた。ミュン。邪を払い身を縛らん。
うろちょろと目障りなんだよ。アキラ、俺様だけで十分だ。
いけードッカーン。死を授けましょう。覚えておいて。霊符よ、守りたまえ。神聖を抱きしめてボリュクス。さあ行くぞー。やったね。せーの、西風に乗って出発。私たちを守って死よ。いや、私たちに不可能はない。ミューン。いけードッカーン。せーの、西風に乗って出発。どう？い私たちなら。ミュン。邪を払い身を縛らん。口当てなさい。覚えておいて。ミュン。死を授けましょう。神聖を抱きしめてボリュクス。さあ行くぞー。やったね。私たちを守って死よ。いや、ミミミミ。霊符よ、守りたまえ。
うろちょろと目障りなんだよ。アキラ、俺様だけで十分だ。
いけードッカーン。せーの、西風に乗って出発。私たちに不可能はない。ミューン。さあ行くぞー。やったね。耳。口当てなさい。私がついてる。ミュン。邪を払い身を縛らん。死を授けましょう。神聖を抱きしめてボリュクス。いけードッカーン。 私たちを守って死よ。せーの、西風に乗って出発。私たちに不可能はないミューン。さあ行くぞー。やったねミューン。朽ち果てなさい。あんたならできるミュン。ミュミミミミ。霊符よ、守りたまえ。神聖を抱きしめてボリュクス。いけードッカーン。せーの、西風に乗って出発。私たちを守って死よ。あんたに決めたミュン。私たちに不可能はないミューン。さあ行くぞー。やったねせーの、西風に乗って出発。死を授けましょう。いや邪を払い身を縛らん。
うろちょろと目障りなんだよ。アキラ、俺様だけで十分だ。
いけードッカーン。せーの、西風に乗って出発。神聖を抱きしめてボリュクス。さあ行くぞー。やったね。私がついてるミュン。私たちに不可能はないミューン。いけードッカーン。せーの、西風に乗って出発。私たちならミュン。霊符よ、守りたまえ。朽ち果てなさい。死を授けましょう。神聖を抱きしめてボリュクス。さあ行くぞー。やったね。いいお知らせどうぞ。せーの、西風に乗って出発。 私たちを守って死よ。覚えておいて。邪を払い身を縛らん。口当てなさい。いや、私たちに不可能はない。ミューン。せーの、西風に乗って出発。あんたに決めた。ミュン。霊符よ、守りたまえ。
うろちょろと目障りなんだよ。アキラ、俺様だけで十分だ。
いけー。ドッカーン。耳。死を授けましょう。覚えておいて。私たちに不可能はない。ミューン。さあ行くぞー。やったね。せーの、西風に乗って出発。神聖を抱きしめてボリュクス。いけー。ドッカーン。せーの、西風に乗って出発。私たちなら。ミュン。邪を払い身を縛らん。口当てなさい。覚えておいて。ミュン。死を授けましょう。神聖を抱きしめてボリュクス。さあ行くぞー。やったね。私たちに不可能はない。ミューン。いけー。ドッカーン。せーの、西風に乗って出発。
一度あることは二度ある。それでも僕は歩みを止めたりしない。一度あることは二度ある。それでも僕は歩みを止めたりしない。
私たちならレイフよ、守りたまえ。授けます。西風に乗って出発。朽ち果てて神聖を飛べ。死よ、守れ。いや、不可能はない。いけ。西風に乗って出発。いける。
アッキは俺様だけで十分だ。
飛べ。西風に乗って出発。レイフ、行って。ピュー。授けます。ふっ。みんなを守って。神聖を。いけ。死よ、守れ。いや、不可能はない。飛べ。西風に乗って出発。頼むよ。レイフ、
アッキは俺様だけで十分だ。
いけ。西風に乗って出発。朽ち果ててふっ。みみみみみ。みんなを守って。神聖を飛べ。死よ、守れ。西風に乗って出発。いける。不可能はない。いけ。西風に乗って出発。いや、授けます。焦らない。レイフ、行って。朽ち果てて神聖を飛べ。西風に乗って出発。頼むよ。不可能はない。いけ。授けます。西風に乗って出発。ふっ。みみみみ。できるよ。みんなを守って。
アッキは俺様だけで十分だ。
飛べ。西風に乗って出発。神聖をいけ。不可能はない。飛べ。西風に乗って出発。
一度あることは二度ある。それでも僕は歩みを止めたりしない。
これが維新伝心。いける。
百花よ酒。
朽ち果てて授けます。
天使を授けん。償いたまえ。百花よ酒。亡者再臨。
いけー。西風に乗って出発。神聖を飛べー。西風に乗って出発。
天使を授けん。
死を守れ。頼むよ。
百花よ酒。亡者再臨。
いけー。西風に乗って出発。朽ち果ててよっ、どうぞ。
天使を授けん。
神聖を飛べー。西風に乗って出発。不可能はない。いけー。死を守れ。西風に乗って出発。いける。
百花よ酒。亡者再臨。
飛べー。授けます。
天使を授けん。
やっ、不可能はない。いけー。西風に乗って出発。
百花よ酒。
神聖を飛べー。
亡者再臨。
いけー。西風に乗って出発。頼むよ。
天使を授けん。
朽ち果てて西風に乗って出発。授けます。
百花よ酒。償いたまえ。天使を授けん。亡者再臨。
飛べー。神聖をいけー。死を守れ。西風に乗って出発。いける。
百花よ酒。
朽ち果てて西風に乗って出発。授けます。
天使を授けん。償いたまえ。百花よ酒。亡者再臨。
飛べー。神聖をいけー。死を守れ。 西風に乗って出発。
ああ、はい。 試練に挑むファイノンと紛争の半身の誕生を待つ私たちに予想外の事態が訪れる。一行はモーディスと共に窮地に陥った不測の事態ながら紛争の責務を負うことにしたモーディスに対して、長年オクヘイマと敵対してきたクレムノス人は火種を渡すことを許さない。一方オクヘイマはトリアンやキャストリスをシンゴの呪帝に使わせた。同行した私とトリアンたちは暗黒の潮の襲来、私たちが帰途に着く頃、オクヘイマにとどまっていたクレムノスの老将はトリノンの誘拐及び記憶の再現のために歳月のタイタンオロニクスのもとへ向かったトリビーたちは再び姿を現した謎の剣士と対峙したが、オロニクスは死に作戦は難航したものの、紛争の半身と化したモーディスの助力によって火種の奪還に成功する。さら一方私たちは力を失って人形と化したトリアンにささやかな
花の香りがしますね。もう少しここで休んでもいいでしょうか。
トリスビアスの記憶を通して人々は一人と別れを告げ、その者だけが奇跡を目にすることになる。これぞオロニクスの試練を受けたら私もこの予言の中の人々になるのかな。とにかくアグライアに返事しないと。
来ましたか、キャス。先日借りたこちらの詩集。
最近忙しそうでしたので、てっきり本を読む時間もないと思っていました。
仕事は立て込んでいますが、そのおかげで読書もはかどったのですよ。
普通はやることが多い時ほど、
人は時間の有限性を自覚した時こそ限界を超えられるもの。際限なく湧いてくる問題を処理するうちに頭の。
そう言われてみると私にも思い当たる節があります。受刑にいた頃、試験勉強に集中しなければならない時ほど手をつけないでいた細かな作業も手際よく片付けられました。
ええ、そういうところであなたもファイノンも地種学派の門下生でしたよね。アナイクスの試験。
アナイクス先生が教えていたのは錬金術入門と神話史で、
神を冒涜するヒポクリテスが歴史を教えるのですから、
思い返せば先生が不敬な見解を述べるたびにアグライア様と先生の関係もずっとそんな風だったのですか？
彼は人々の信仰を公然と蔑み、火を追う旅の生徒。
確か華やかな服の第一獣ですよね。
そのようなあだ名はむしろ耐え難いほどの傲慢さ。まったく穴草ごら
神に選ばれました。
そう、さあし禁止が震えていますよ、キャス。
これから先生をどうするおつもりですか？
フレイムスティーラーとの戦いにおける功績を鑑み、彼に火種を剥がす方法を見つける。しかしもし彼が余計なことを考えて
やはり
火を追うのは黄金衛の宿命。あの誰よりも自尊心のあるアナクサゴラスは今や歩く。
お言葉ですが、私はもう一つの可能性を信じたいと思い、先生も時間が差し迫っていることを自覚される。
もちろんあなたにはあなたなりの考えがあるのでしょう。今は客人が来ています。待っていました。オロニクスの試練を受ける決心。それがいいでしょう。その政治。あなたたちの協力には感謝しています。本来ならただ試練を受ける前にもう一度その意味をよく考えてください。あなたの運命は我らと密接に結びついたまま創世の終着点を迎えるまで、神になることにおいて高い適性を持つ者は黄金衛でオクヘイマにはヤヌサポリスから来た司祭やその子孫が少なからずいます。他に選択肢がなければ、
Oh, hello there. How's it
彼
going?
らの中から適任者を探す。
大丈夫。ミューメミミー。ミューメミメミメミー。ミューミューメミメミメミー。ミューミミー。ミューミューメミメミメミー。ミミメミー。
Oh, I'm good. That was weird. Why did she say Daijobu actually speak Japanese properly and then go all to Muse?
ミューメミメミー。ミューミューミューミミメミー。ミューメミメミ
あのタイタンを知っているのですか？
メミー。ミューミューミューミューミュー。メミメミー。ミューミューミューメミー。
経験したことのない記憶が存在すると。
記憶のことはよくわかりませんが、ミュリオンの言いたいことはわかります。深淵で
覚悟が決まったのであれば。
Yeah, this is the Trailblazer quest for the patch that just came out. I slacked off a little bit and didn't do it right away, but I did all my other shit. I think, what else was I doing? I got Castros the day of, and then yesterday I played Lost Odyssey instead. And then today I started grinding a little for Luocha, who I traded for with the free thingy. And he's kind of good with her. Plus, I mean, having an extra healer and doing what he does might be useful in niche situations. So I grinded a bit for him, and then I did the next few days of the event, like the world event where you manage like a little park and shit. So I cleared that out. Now I've done everything I can do. It's just time to focus on the story. But I'll also give Castros a try, see how she plays.
皆さんが
帰る前にキャストリスにも声をかけよう。
Let me see. Let me just swap in. Okay, so presumably of the limited banner, let's see who we got. Who was on the limited banner? Ooh, that's a toughie. Okay, like, so obviously Castress is interesting, but she is kind of like niche in a way. She has a very unique playstyle. Um, for these guys, this one's also kind of tough. Acheron is really good. Like Acheron is a really useful utility even outside battle, where you can use technique points to just murder things on the open world. So it makes like farming mobs in the open world super easy because it's also really cheap to just like make the consumable items that you can replenish technique points on. So it's essentially just murder everything on the field using technique points. Use eat some candy to get your technique points back. So that's really cool. And she's pretty strong too. I think she's still pretty strong. This dude actually works really well with her because I think he applies a debuff when enemies attack. So when an enemy attacks you, they get a debuff, which works really well with Acheron because Acheron gets a stack for her ultimate every debuff an enemy has. So they pair very well together. She's also really good in utility. She's more of a she's really good for break teams. So if you have like Firefly, she's really good with Firefly. She's good with Rappa, and she also provides generic utility because whoever she buffs will be able to reduce toughness from any enemy they touch. So if you pair her with like an erudition character, you can buff the erudition character, and now the erudition character can attack everyone on the field and do toughness damage regardless of the like if you're planning on getting Firefly in the future, you really like Firefly, you definitely want Firefly, then Fugue is really good. She pairs really well with Firefly. Um, uh, I mean, then I would still kind of say Fugue then. Acheron, I mean, Acheron's generally good. Like she's a good strong DPS, and it's not. I mean, it's not amazing. It doesn't really. I mean, it kind of works. She kind of works well with Dunhung because Dunhung does do debuffs with his skill. When he does his skill, he applies slow. So that can I think that also helps work with her. Himiko not so much. Like Himiko, I mean, I guess she does fire. She does a fire burn. So like getting the more dots you can apply, the better. The better Acheron works. And it's not, sorry, not even dots, debuffs. Any debuff. So it doesn't have to be a dot, it can be any debuff, a slow, an attack down, whatever, like something like that. So that can really that can rack up Acheron's ultimate. And Acheron's ultimate is really strong. And the fact that you can just kill the enemies on the field is super useful. But I think Fugue would probably be more future proof, simply because the fact that her buff can provide her buff provides whoever she buffs the ability to reduce toughness regardless of type. So it allows you to clear other things. It allows you to use like strong DPS on any fight. So like if your Himiko and Danhung are really strong, and you've built them really well and they're really fucking powerful, then with Fugue, you can use them in fights that you would typically not use them with because they just they don't have a fire or wind weakness. So Fugue is just pretty useful in that regard. Plus her burst also does damage, also reduces toughness regardless of type. So that's pretty useful. And I think it's pretty easy to build too. Yeah, and she stacks some break effect too. So oh yeah, that was the other thing too, is that with her on the team, with her just on as the party member, you can double break enemies. So actually, that works ridiculously well with Himiko because Himiko gets a stack of her for her follow up attack every time you break an enemy. Well, with Fugue on the team, you can break the enemy's toughness, and they'll take a break. They'll take break damage and all that shit, so that'll add stacks to Himiko's follow-up attack. But also, it'll add a secondary little break bar, which I think any type, just any damage, I think, will reduce it. But let's see. Oh yeah, increases break it. What was that? Was it her talent? Oh yeah. Here we go. Enemies will get addition. Um, so basically, it gives them a 40% of their max toughness bar. So you can reduce their max toughness by 100% and you do a break effect. You get all that nice juicy break damage. And then also there's a secondary toughness bar, which they're still considered broken regardless. But if you reduce that second toughness bar that only starts at 40% of their max toughness, you get a second break effect. So it's another it's another break, it's another dot, it's another thing. So it's super useful. She's really useful. So I would say of all of them, Castris and then these three, I'd say Fugue is definitely the best one to get, because she makes breaking easier. Himiko especially triggers her follow-up attack by breaks. So not only will you get a stack for just breaking them, but then you have an easier second breakable thing that's easier to trigger, so you'll just be able to trigger Himiko's follow-up attack a little more frequently. I think Castris is I think Castris is strong, but she's it has an interesting play style. You kind of need supposedly Tribby's really good with her. So if you don't have Tribby, then Castris is not super useful. And Fugue in general is just really good because she's good for all break teams essentially, because of the ability to allow you to. Let's see, what's Trace? Yeah, it's this one. And then she's also really SP positive, so it increases the break effect. Can also reduce toughness. Now it's not as effective. So if you're not natively if you can't natively reduce their toughness, it's 50% as effective, but still it's better than nothing. And then for AoE attacks, so it's okay. Well, one thing I would definitely recommend doing is when you go to the warp, you change it. There's a place to change it, probably, right? Where do you redo it? But yeah, I would remove a few characters from the. Where is it? How do you do it? There's a way essentially you can change who's on there. So you can add in you could remove 3 limited banner characters, or you can remove 3 standard banner characters and add in Seele, Blade, or Fushuan. Now Seele and Blade I think have been power crept a little bit, but Fushuan is a preservation character and is still generally useful. Like she's useful to have. So I would say try to add them on and remove shit characters like Bailu and Yang King. Yeah. Because like Bailu and Yang King are just trash. You could probably even remove Japard because Japard's not super useful. Like I don't know, maybe you could make Japard work, but realistically, Bailu, Yang King, and Japard could probably be kicked from the team, and no one would give a shit. I don't even have Bailu. Like, despite me playing since the game came out, I've never gotten a Bailu. I have an E5 Himiko, but I don't have a single Bailu. Yeah, it's just how it is. Where was it? Is it this thingy? Yeah, I would use the one you get on Ronmei. Ronmei is ridiculously good. Ronmei is also really good. So if you're going to pick up Fugue, Ronmei is also really good with Firefly as well. because she's one of, I think she is the only character that can increase your weakness break efficiency. No other one can do that. Other characters can increase weakness break effect and maybe allow you to apply toughness do toughness damage regardless of weakness. But Ron-Mei's weakness break efficiency is unique, and the really unique thing about it is that when you're calculating like super break damage and like when you're calculating super break damage, you actually like her buffing weakness break efficiency actually does increase the amount of damage super break does as well. So she's super useful. She has, she's really SP positive, so that's always helpful. So I would definitely get Ron-Mei. Ron-Mei is very good, and is really used for a lot of weakness break teams. Yeah, like it increases break effect by 20% for all allies. Obviously, a weakness break thing. It's whatever. It's energy. She needs energy. This is also super useful if you can get her. If you can get her weakness break, if you can get her break effect to 180%, then she gives a damage buff for all allies to 36%. A really good support thing. Is this her talent node or skill? And this is the whole thing where it's like, yeah, all allies damage increased by 32%. So so not only if you can get her to 180%, you're giving your allies 36%, but the skill will also give them another 32% on top of that, and increase weakness break efficiency by 50%. And then when you do her burst, her ultimate, you get resistance penetration 25%. There are other characters that do that too. And also, she also has a ability to keep enemies' weakness broken. So essentially, once you weakness break them, if you hit them again, basically when their turn comes up, and they would naturally regain their full toughness bar, they get smacked down and get delayed a little bit longer. Not super long, but like it allows you to get sometimes it allows you to get a few extra hits in, so she's very good. So she's the quintessence, like, so if you're looking for a good team lineup for a break team, it's essentially this. Yeah, she's a really good buffer and really good for break teams. So if you have Rappa, basically, like if you're gonna use the imaginary Trailblazer for the super break effects, Ron-Mei is a really good pairing for this. But yeah, Firefly, Fugue, Ron-Mei, and then Linkshaw also has some break effect buffs, I think. Real cheap. Yeah, so the fog increases break damage, increases the amount of break damage an enemy takes. And it is just a sustain for the most part. So, but realistically, any other healer could do it. But yeah, these Firefly, Fugue, Ron-Mei, and then are really good all together. And then any healer could be there, but Linkshaw also has a buff for that. You could use Fugue, Harmony Trailblazer, Ron-Mei. The problem with that though is that you have too many supports at that point, because then essentially what you really want is you want a really strong DPS, but then you would have no sustain, you'd have no heals. So you probably want to either do Ron-Mei or Imaginary Trailblazer, and then you probably want a strong DPS. Like Fugue is not really strong. She's not strong by herself. She is essentially a buffer. She is a buffer in that she can help you. So even though she's an ability and she can apply some dots, realistically she's more important as a buffer. Same for Ron-Mei. So essentially you have 2 harmony with that already. So you'd probably want an actual DPS to go with them. So Firefly is a really good DPS. You could have Rappa. Realistically, you could have anybody, because Fugue allows you to bypass the concerns about well, I guess maybe not of ice DPS. So ice DPS are not amazing because their break effect isn't super cool. It's just freezing. Um, but yeah, most DPS work well with her, with Fugue, because Fugue allows them to bypass restrictions. So any erudition character you have with Fugue and Ron May, because Ron May can make up for the inefficiency with attacking a type that they're not natively weak to. But yeah, Ron May and Fugue are very, very good together. But yeah, it kind of becomes tough because like yeah, the cool thing about the Harmony Trailblazer is that like I have this team. Just imagine the Trailblazer, not Remembrance, but Harmony. Harmony. This is another good team for that, is because Rappa can I think do toughness damage regardless of. Rappa herself natively can do toughness, reduce the toughness gauge regardless of type. So you don't need Fugue with her because her ultimate will do that already. So you can just have Rappa, Ron May, Harmony Trailblazer, and a healer. So that's also pretty useful. But Fugue can be just Fugue, but that's like specific to Rappa. So you'd have to have Rappa, and then the rest of them would work. But whereas Fugue, you can kind of just make anyone work. You can kind of just make anyone into a break team. But AoE attackers are good because then you could reduce toughness in a wide swath. So getting Fugue with Herta, Fugue with yeah, no worries. Shrey already has toughness reduction thing, but yeah, like you could use Fugue with Herta, Fugue with Xingqi, these two as well. Like realistically, any AoE types. Like you could also do it for hunt types. Realistically, you kind of don't want to because you can reduce toughness regardless of type. So you might as well get one that can do AoE to do decent AoEs, so you can reduce all enemies' toughness instead of just focusing on one. Ryu already kind of does it by herself. Like her burst will do it, but Herta, I mean, well, everyone has Herta. So the cool thing about Herta is that if you did Fugue to buff Herta, now Herta's skill, basic attack, and follow-up attack should all reduce enemies' toughness. So like that is going to be really helpful. So that can be really cool in like Pure Fiction and stuff like that. But then any other AoEs too. But yeah, you just get more bang for your buck though if they have an AoE attack. So Destruction or Erudition characters work really well with Fugue, simply because it just allows you to reduce toughness on multiple enemies simultaneously. Whereas with Hunt, sure, it still works, but you're only attacking one target at a time, which could still work in like Memory of Chaos when you're only fighting one or two bosses at a time. And then it doesn't really matter. But I mean, if you eventually get Firefly is an AoE attacker. She focuses on the main attack first, main character, like a single target first, but then she does splash damage on either side. So it's still pretty useful.
あなたとミュリオンの成功を祈っています。私は大したことではないのですが、アグライア様とお話ししたいことがあって、先日アグライア様に一冊の詩集をお貸ししました。トリアン様から譲り受けたのですが、本来であれば持ち主のいなくなったものは処分されますが、私が読書好きと知ってトリアン様が譲ってくださったのです。その詩集には寓意を込めた詩が記されています。はるか遠くの地にスティコシアという都市国家がありました。ある日、暗黒の潮に侵食された 死を思わせる巨大なその巨竜がスティコシアのお姫様を飲み込んでしまったので、勇士たちは力悲しみに暮れる女王はある錬金術師を招いて竜の血と肉でお姫様を蘇らせることにします。みみみみ。
Oh, is she that resurrected princess? Oh, hello there.
実は私みみみみみみ。
Oh, nice. Were you that close to Pity, or did you?
詩集の作者は
No, she'll still.
と言って多くの都市
Oh,
国
you
家を
were
旅
pretty.
した
You were pretty
吟遊
close.
詩人です。
Just a few pulls. Just a few pulls away. Now, you want to build. Oh, I see. You got her at 50. Oh, that's cool. Now she has two types of builds. If you have someone who can implant fire weakness, then you could go with the Firefly set. But if you don't, because the Firefly set gives her bonus, or for her, well, you'd still want for the 4-piece one. You still do the break effect one, the one essentially Firefly wears. But for the 2-piece relic, if you have someone who can implant fire weaknesses, or you're going to fight enemies who are fire weak, you can get this 2-piece one that gives her a bonus break effect damage if she attacks an enemy that's weak to fire. So that's why she's really good with pairing with Firefly, because Firefly can implant fire weakness, and then you can have her follow up and do an attack, and then get that bonus break effect damage. If you don't have a Firefly team, if you don't have Firefly on your team, or you're not fighting fire weak enemies, you could try choosing another 2-piece relic instead. But it depends. All in all, the 2-piece still has a bonus that does increase her. It still does give a little bit of break effect. Yeah, the Iron Cavalry against the Scourge. That's the name of the game. And then you can just get. Then you're mainly aiming to get her at 220% break effect for max. Oh, nice. Yeah, she's Ranmei is super easy to build. You can also build with break effect, but you can give her the Thief of Shooting Meteor, which is that you should probably have shitloads of those pieces because you just get them for so many things. So she's one of the few characters that actually uses that set. Realistically, you could also do it on Fugue as well, but Iron Cavalry is much better. The Iron Cavalry against the Scourge, it's the one that looks like red and shit. You pick it up at Penacony. But you could also use Thief of Shooting Meteor, which is that blue set, the one that you get. It's the set you get for fighting weekly bosses. The Thief of Shooting Meteor, it's the same as the Cowboy set. Thief of Shooting Meteor and the Cowboy set are the ones you should have shitloads of pieces for, because they're just given away as weekly boss and stuff like that. And then for the 2-piece relic, you get the Forge of Calpagni Lantern. If you know you're going to be fighting fire weak enemies, or you can implant fire weakness, so i.e. if you have Firefly. If you don't, then you can just use the Talia set. Talia is the generic 2-piece set for break effect characters, but the Forge of Calpagni is the one that's unique for the ones who can ensure they're fighting fire weak enemies. So if you're fighting fire weak enemies, great. That set will work. Calpagni will work. Or if you have Firefly on your team, you can implant it, so it doesn't matter. That you're guaranteed to be able to trigger the bonus effect, then that's cool. Otherwise, Talia is just a good all-around set.
映写ストーンをどれほどオンパロスの都市国家をめぐっても天外の世界にいえ先のことを語るのは少々早かったですね。今はあなたが無事に試練。
他に用もないし、ルトロに帰って炭鉱と話そう。
So I can show you real quick. So Fugue, because I have Firefly, it's this set. So this is the Iron Cavalry set. It gives break effect, and then when your break effect is 150 or higher, your break damage ignores defense. If it's 250 or higher, super break ignores even more. It's also what the same set Firefly would use, and even Rappa. So all three of them, they're very good break effects. And then for the two-piece, this is the Calpagni one. Is what you'd use if you have Firefly in your team. So you maybe could prep this for when you have Firefly. But it's also I think the recommended set you can see. Most people use it because most people have Firefly, but Talia is the second place. The runner-up, which is this one, which is used by a lot of just generic break effect people. I have Ron May with that Talia set. And then Ron May, I don't think this is her best set anymore. Oh no, still for her it's kind of split, as you can see. Most people use this 4-piece, but there are other ones too. But this one I liked using. And I use it for Shrei too, because you just get so many of these because you just get them for weekly bosses and stuff, and they're the only two characters that actually could kind of use it, and it's kind of worthwhile for them. So you might as well use it for them. Oh yeah, I guess as a 2-piece set, it's fine. The break effect, increasing break effect as a 2-piece is cool. I think Gallagher has a 2-piece that and 2-piece healer one. So, and Ron May is super easy to build because you give her speed boots, and then it's just HP or defense body and orb. And then energy regen rope, because she doesn't really do much damage herself. It's all about her buffs. She's all about buffing the other team, so that's why you give her HP and defense percent just to keep her alive. And you can see you're trying to get her to 180 break effect. Yeah, I have 188, so cool. So that's what you need. So you have that 36% buff from this trace. So that's the aim for her. That's weird. Let's see, what did I get her to? My break effect, not. You kind of want 220 is what I hear. Because with 220, realistically, I should probably farm her a little bit more. That's tough. Two rolls into that is good. 2 rolls into speed is cool. You want speed. And break effect hit rate is not terrible. So this could probably be better. Although, oh yeah, and yeah, for her you want a little bit of break effect hit rate because she also implants defense down for one of this stuff. See, every time an ally, so whoever you buff attacks, she has a 100% base chance to reduce the attacked enemy's target defense by a little bit. So you want a little bit of effect hit rate as well on her. So getting some effect hit rate rolls as substats and is good because you want to make sure that defense down is 100%. And as you can see, the cavalry is the most used set, and effect hit rate is the most used body for her. But yeah, Fugue is also another character that doesn't do a lot of damage in and of herself. She's just really has a good utility as a buffer and debuffer. So obviously, yeah, that can reduce defense, and then yeah. You can take your time to build them, and either way, like it's I do like how there are those recommendations that you can see what other people are using. It's tough for like brand new characters because obviously it actually uses data from players. Uh, so yeah, they don't have data for that type of stuff. Now it is cool that they do have a smart equipped, so they do tell you kind of like the recommended set for her. They want to increase my crit rate. Why do they want to increase my crit rate? And my speed. I don't want speed. Speed is bad. I need to have low speed for the. Yeah. Either way. So it does give you a good a generic guide. You can see that. Why would they do this to me? For more effect hit rate, Jesus. That's dumb. And it also lets you know, you can see the highlighted stuff are the stats you want to do. So they want to give her HP just so she survives a little bit more. Realistically, I probably should have given her more HP just to give her a little more survivability. But she has a 1400 defense. It's not terrible. Yeah, this one's going for DPS. I chose a speed break effect build. This one seems to be going for more attack, I guess. Yeah, now outgoing healing. She's a healer. Why the fuck would I want to build her for DPS?
そう。あ、相棒も帰ってきたのか。ちょうどいい。いや、いいことではないな。元老院を覚えているか。俺たちの動向を見張っていた者たちのことだ。ちなみに元老院はオンパロスにある都市国家の代表者から構成された権力機関で、生徒の立法権を有し、民会は奥平まで最も重要な政治イベントと言っていい。そう。1000年先を見通せる知恵と目を持つと言われたアグライアをもってしても、全ての人々から支持。次に折り紙大学に行く機会があったら、俺が勉強を見てやろう。5年から10年に一度、元老院は黎明の崖で民会を開くんだ。民会では代表たちが重大な議題について投票を行う。例えばアグライアを筆頭とする黄金衛に生徒を管理する権。一般市民と英雄の均衡を保つための仕組みのように聞こえるか。
Cool. Do you have to like close it and start it up again?
ああ、まさしくその通りだよ。だけど一つだけ問題があって、元老院には悪意を持った過激な人たちもいる。彼らは黄金衛を牽制する手段として民会を利用し、ひとまず彼らのことは反対派と呼ぼう。過去100年間に十数回と開かれた民会で反対派の声は大きくなる一方でね。アグライアのおかげで火を追う旅はなんとかこれまで続けられてきたが、次の民会がじきに始まる。そして今回はまた新たな変数が現れた。
斬新な考えだな。しかし元老院の標的は他にいるようだ。
アナイクス先生が元老院に利用されないか心配なんだ。アグライアは必ずサーシスの火種を回収するだろう。でも今の先生はとても特殊な状態にあって、先生は昔から自分の研究にしか興味がない人だから、禁止の監視を逃れて安全を確保したいはずだ。そんな時に
火を追う旅を裏切り元老院に着く可能性があると。
もともと信託を信じていないわけだし、裏切りとは言えない。けど黄金栄にも教え子の多い先生はオクヘイマの大切な
分かった。俺たちにできることはあるか？
僕はアナイクス先生を信じる。アグライアにはあと少しだけ先生に時間を与えてほしいと頼むつもりだ。君たちは僕が何のため…
正直に話してくれたこと、まったく次から次へと息をつく暇もないな。お前とミュリオンがオロニクスの試練に挑んでいる間、俺も呪帝に行って天外の世界の手がかりを探してこよ
う。すまない。君たちに頼ってばかりで。とにかくそうだ、念のためこれを。
俺の推測通り火を追う旅の生涯、油断しない方がいい。
Okay. I would probably save. Because if you want, you probably want to save for Firefly. I mean, if you have a Gallagher's also a really good team for break effect. Like if you can't, Lingsha is essentially a 5-star Gallagher, but if you have Gallagher, which I think you are given a free one anyway, so that's fine. So like later on, if you get Firefly, then it'd be Firefly, Fugue, Gallagher, and Ron May, and that's a really good. Yeah, okay, cool. Then you should be good then. Lynx has kind of been power crept. She's not super useful, but yeah, Gallagher is still actually used as a good free-to-play option for break effect sustain. So I would say save until you can get a Firefly, and then with Gallagher, Ron May, Fugue, then you have a really good break effect team, which is also generally useful, like regardless of content. Well, pure fiction maybe not so much, but because Firefly can implant fire weakness, and all of the Fugue and Ron May work really, really well with her, it can make her really strong and still do shitloads of damage. I'm not sure. I think I got her during her last rerun, but that was also a while ago. I'm just not sure if I can tell when I got a character. I think actually maybe they do tell you. Where's my Firefly? Is this an order of anything? 4-star territory now. Is it? What is the order of this? There she is. Obtain on. Okay, so I got her. In December. Well, no, that's about 4 months ago. So her last rerun was about 4 months ago. So it's not. I would not be surprised if she shows up again soon. Although I heard that Aglaya's already coming up for her rerun too, but like the thing is for them, like because there's 3 reruns, a patch, or three reruns each half a patch. So Noxa is going to be the next limited character. I'm not sure who his. So it's possible Firefly could be the second half of this patch, or it could be that she's next patch. But considering it's essentially three rerun characters per half patch cycle, there's six characters this patch, 6 characters next patch. So probably one of them will be Firefly. I'll be right back. You need to go to the bathroom and get some more water. Okay, I'm back. Let's do this.
Huh. 全てうまくいくことを願うしかない。アイオーンに一別されたお前なら、この地にいる神の試練もいつの間にか俺たちも真昼の日差しを浴びながら眠ることに慣れてしまったな。もしかするとオンパロスでの開拓の旅は新たな局面に入る。
開拓者よ、オロニクスの紋章が火種を待っています。オンパロスを支える柱になる覚悟ができたのならこちらへ来てください。
私には、いえ、違いますの。ごめんなさい。これでは余計。
タイタンの試練を受けることは不思議な経験で、何と言ったらいいか。きっと大丈夫さ。
初めてあなたを創世の家臣に連れてきた日のことがまるで紛争の試練の時、英雄に
甘い波が押し寄せている。
グレイさん、それからミュリオ二人の決意には少しの疑念もありません。どうかオロニクスの神のオロニクスの神の座はもう何日、私たちには試練の狭間が今にも閉じようとしているのがわかります。オロニ奇跡が待ち焦がれた8つ目の火種は偉大なる栄夜のと、ここにそれを変換するわ。我ら黄金衛が推挙する一人と一匹。メミミュミュメミミミ一人。お二人はこちらへ。復唱しなさい。
荘厳なる10人のタイタン、世界を支える柱よ。我らここに神聖を求め、世界肉体に黄金の血を注ぎ、神託のため。待って、私に黄金の血。
祈り事の響きをより厳かにするためです。集中して。さあ、火種を献上しなさい。オロニクス、そのため。
ええ、それは後継者が訪れるのを静かに待ち望んでいた。
今はそういう雰囲気ではないだろう。別れの言葉は取っておいてくれ。
大丈夫さ。君は僕よりずっと気骨があるからね。
ミュミュ、メミミ。
Let's do this shit.
天外からの旅人さん、どうか君の質がタイタンに認められますように。
場違いな冗談を言うことはあるけど、彼女の決意は僕たち黄金衛と同じくらい固い。きっとうまくいくさ。さて、彼女がいない間に君と少し話したいことが。
ええ、聞きましょう。
タンタンタンタン。ねえ、起きて。気分はどう？そうなの、私もびっくりしちゃった。もしもし？もしもーし。なんて可愛い声なのかしら。きっとたくさんの記憶を集めたおかげでぐーんと成長したんだわ。 それにタイタンの声も前よりはっきり聞
母上、痛い。終わりにたどり着いた。
かわいそうに黒マントに火種を奪われたせいでこんな狭い場所でずっと一人ぼっちで、ただ私たちが苦しみから
記憶砕け。
Okay, so I was wondering if there was going to be a new area, but no, it seems like they were using an old one because I've already done all my exploration. Although it could be that that's where we're going. We're going to go over here, and it'll teleport us away to a new area.
誰のことかしら。
Well, thanks for stopping by. Have fun with your fugue and Ron May. Yep, that's me, all right. Is it a pair of massive jugs? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I thought, so it's probably not then. I was worried that it might be like, is it because of the Stellaron? Maybe it's because of the Stellaron, but yeah, I thought it'd be. So it's kind of a recent thing.
一人でに歩く一介の 記憶に過ぎぬ。
Like walking the sky? Does that mean like when we were born at the beginning of the game, or do you mean like walking the skies and like the second we arrived on this planet? So that could be it. Stellaron just could allow us to wander around as a bundle of memories.
そんなわけ。
歳月の権能を柱を失えば時間の法則が
Is Men gonna take it? Or can we still take it anyway?
オンパロスは歳月は決して妥協せ許さぬそして選ばぬ人の子大胆母上歳月はこの世の万物を
ホロニクスの神聖が消えていく。
記憶の旅人よ世界の運命を救う
Wait, does that mean we did it? Oh, it's been stolen. Oh, okay. I was wondering if maybe it was like an issue of the Stellaron. Like, do we have no future because we have a Stellaron inside us, so we're always destined for death? But then they were like, oh, like so they made it seem like maybe we only lost our future the second we show up here, perhaps.
死を欺くことに挑むがいい実子を固く絡ませた暗淡たる手に
やっと目が覚めたか。手短に言おう。お前はオロニクスの神権を引き継いだ。試練を無事に完遂し、今やオンパロスの半身と同じ存在になった。ただ試練で起きたことは全てミュリオンから聞いている。他の者にも説明するから先にお前を部屋に連れて行って休ませてほしいと頼まれたんだ。こんな時でも冗談が言えるとはお前らしいな。実はオンパロスに着陸する途中のことだ。ニカドリーの矛先に貫かれた俺たちの車両が深淵の車両が攻撃を受けた後、お前は意識を失った。お前を外に運び出していたら今度はあの時は淡々と言っていたかもしれないが、実際の状況はもっとお前は全身傷だらけで血が止まる気配もなくてな。なんとかお前を外まで運び出し、残ったわずかな最後に確認した時、お前は息をしていなかったはずだ。だが目が覚めると元気そうな姿のお前が目の前にいたから、わざわざこの話を
Maybe we have super regenerative powers because of the Stellaron, maybe?
そこは重要ではない。不利の一別がそれに関係しているかはわからないが、タイタンの話によれば今のお前はオロニクスのそう考えるとミュリオンはお前を現実世界につなぎ止めるアンカーになっている可能性がある。あいつはお前から離れられないのだと思っていたが、実際はその逆かもしれない。性格はお前の生命を維持しているものだと推測していたんだが、こうなってしまうとこの仮説は成り立たないみたいだな。嘆くにはまだ早い。 お前を救う方法は必ずあるはずだ。オロニクスは奪われた未来を取り戻すことと死を欺くことについて言及していた。モーディスが不死身であることを考えれば鍵となるのは所在不明の暗淡たる手だな。
あなた大丈夫なの？今タナトスのことを話してたでしょ。キャスもオロニねえ、キャスに会いに行ってみない？今は家臣を離れて花園に帰ってるの。手がかりのある。
そうだな、ミュリオンの提案に乗ろう。
先に言っておかないと。あなたの身に起きたことは黄金衛全員が知ってるわ。ごめんなさい、不安になってつい全部話しちゃったの。その私のこと嫌いになったりしないわよね。ね。
Oh, she's speaking normally now. Okay, I assumed that she was speaking normally because we were in the trial. But it seems like she can just speak normally from now on. I was kind of hoping that with this Chimera event, we would get a Chimera as a pet to replace the tapir. It's like, I don't really like the tapir. It looks ugly. I want a Chimera pet. Like, it would be cool if we could select one of the available ones. I mean, I'm fine if they just give me one, but like, because they're all like this, I was like, oh come on, like, couldn't you just like give me one of these instead? They would look so much cooler.
Go こちらに。まっすぐ立ったままゆっくり。失礼します。やはり何も感じません。先日呪帝でご一緒した時、あなたが本当に申し訳ありません。先ほどは急に失礼なことを。もしあなたの魂が本当に体から離れているのだとしたら、
それで何か見つかったのかしら。
いえ、まだ何も。すみません。ですがもう一度試させてくれませんか。今度は触れる。こんな風に聖者に触れるのは。これは何かを捉えたようです。あなたから剥がされですが、それは必ずしも悪いことではありません。さまよっているということ。手がかりをもう少しだけ。つながりが途絶えてしまいま。大丈夫です。請求すぎたのは私は。オンパロスにはあ アグライア様とファイノン様がピュエロスで話をそれとこの
ますます種類が減っていってるわね。
Okay, but I'm a little sleepy. I didn't get much sleep last night, so I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. I'm not sure how. This seems like kind of a good stopping point. Sure, there was a little bit of a mic drop moment of, oh, now we're dead. But now it seems like we're probably going to continue on with the major actual shit. So before it starts ramping up, I think I'm going to take a break, and I will get back to this tomorrow. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.